Welcome back to the Meat Dudes. I'm Evan.
I'm Tyler.
We are meat obsessed, Wagyu focused, source driven, and barbecue influenced.
Yes.
And today, bro, we're gonna actually talk some cool barbecue stuff. So, the whole day today, we're gonna be chatting about: is it ever okay to smoke Wagyu beef? I know you got some. I know you got a lot of expertise in that. Know your cut, the brisket. We're gonna bring out a big Wagyu brisket to talk about.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's real nice. And we got a couple of hot takes. This might upset a few people here.
It's kind of what we do.
It's kind of the hot take purpose.
Sometimes we upset some people. It's okay.
It's the purpose.
It's okay.
And we got to address some of the comments from our semi-viral A5 video. And then we're going to finish with, which brother do you think likes Wagyu beef? Jason Kelce or Travis Kelce? I wonder if you can guess. All right, let's get into it.
Let's go.
Is it ever okay to smoke Wagyu beef? Dun, dun, dun.
Is that a rhetorical question?
Yes, bro, because we're going to get into it. So I'm just going to start off. Why people say you shouldn't smoke Wagyu beef? Well, there's a high fat content. It can render too quickly. It can mask the natural umami flavor of Wagyu. Good point. And it's expensive, and people are scared of ruining it, right? Those are some good points.
It's kind of one of the things. People are scared of it. We're trying to make them less scared of it.
Yep. But let me ask you this. When I say, can you smoke Wagyu beef? What do you think? What do you think when I say that? Like, what first comes to your mind? Can you smoke Wagyu beef?
Well, I mean, you're casting a little bit there. Like, you want me to answer like, it's A5.
Yeah.
It's A5.
I swear
you
to
can't
God,
smoke A5.
Bro, if you put that on TikTok right now or on social, people will be like, you're ridiculous.
So
they go crazy.
I mean, there's a bunch of different levels of smoking.
Mm-hmm.
There's hot smoking. Let's break it down. There's hot smoking. There's cold smoking.
Yes.
Right, that's it. Right, so you got cold smoked salmon. You got things that are like a thinner piece of meat that you want to get smoke on. Mm-hmm. You got to use a cold smoker, right? So you have a pan of ice in your smoker, or you're trying to keep that air cool.
Yeah.
Still pick up some of that smoke. So
that's one style, right?
You can.
Yeah. Well,
I think you could probably smoke A5 too if you were really, really, really savvy.
Yeah, that's a good point right there.
That's the hard part, right?
Yeah. But before we get into how to do it, let's give a quick reminder on how many different types of Wagyu beef there are, right?
For real.
Because when we say, can you smoke Wagyu, people go, A5, you're crazy. Well, you know what? Let's break it down a little bit. Yes, there's A5 at the top, right? A5 Japanese Wagyu beef. There's that type. Then you have right below that, I would say, full-blood American Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
And then under that, you would have purebred American Wagyu beef, which is 93.75% Wagyu. Full-blood's 100%.
Or F4.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if I want to get into the Fs, man. I think that's too much. So we got A5 full-blood purebred, and we've got F1 cross.
F1. 50-50.
That's the one, right? It's 50-50 cross. Usually it's 50%, generally Angus or Hereford, or and then 50% Wagyu, right? Mm-hmm. So there's different types of Wagyu. So yes, you can smoke Wagyu beef, but what type of Wagyu beef should you be smoking? Like you probably wouldn't take a big $1,000 chunk of Wagyu A5 ribeye, throw it on a smoker, but could you take maybe a A5 round and smoke that?
For sure.
Yeah. So let's get into the different
levels,
right?
Stakeable cuts, like we've talked about that a million times, right?
Totally, right? Totally.
Yeah, you can totally smoke an A5 round, or even a top sirloin, or like one of the recognizable leaner cuts that's on a regular, I want to say regular cow.
Yep, a non-Wagyu.
But yeah, I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, you should totally be able to do that. Even like the full blood that we got from Bar R for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Dude, I would smoke that New York strip.
That whole thing? Oh, yeah.
It would just be butter.
Dude. So is there like a gauge or anything like that? Like, You know, I think it goes back to all the different levels, the different smoking types. But is there like you know what, like full blood New York, but maybe not A5 ribeye?
Yeah,
You know,
I think you're right there. I think you're right there. But I think almost all the full blood
you could get after.
you can get after.
Yeah, I think so too.
Almost all of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the A5 fat content intermuscular.
Yet.
It's not like that. Not yet.
We're hearing.
We have seen some very very nice contenders.
It was very close
in that neighborhood, but
yes,
we have not seen that in the United States yet.
So, you know, can you smoke Wagyu beef? Yeah, but let's talk about experience here, because you have personally smoked how many different cuts and different levels of Wagyu beef?
So much.
Yes, right? So you've had what? The brisket, you've smoked full blood brisket, you probably smoked F1 brisket, the New York strip, we do that all the time.
Flat iron,
culotte, ribeye into a nice Wagyu prime rib. Yep, the culotte. You're right. Yep, tri-tips, tons of tri-tips.
Tons of tri-tips.
You've done the whole zab,
whole Wagyu zabs.
The whole zab.
Those are freaking bonkers.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, of course, you've done like tomahawks and big bone-in ribeyes and things like that, at all different levels, right? Like, we've had purebred, and we've had full blood,
down to F1,
and we've had all the way down to F1.
Yep.
Yeah, and so all of those different things, do you see a difference? Like, do you see a difference in smoking style, in how long it takes? I mean, because I think people are worried, like, well, all the fat's just going to render off. If I put my nice brisket in there, all the fat's going to be gone because it's Wagyu and it melts at a lower temperature, you know?
It's true.
Is that something you need to worry about? Like,
but you can catch all that fat.
You can, yeah.
Right, you can catch all that fat and keep it, and then you got smoked Wagyu tallow.
Didn't Adam from Plum Creek?
Yeah.
So he smoked the
A5
brisket, and I'm like, you have to do that like on a sheet pan, right?
Yeah, and he does. He's just like, oh, dude, there's so much fat.
It's just gonna
so much fat
boil over, dude.
And I don't know if I would even, because the traditional brisket smoking is super, super, super trimmed, right? You probably trim, say you got a 17, maybe 20-pound brisket.
Yeah.
You're going to trim 3 pounds probably off that to get that ready for your brisket application, the Texas style. I'm sure Jeff will probably call me and let me know if it was 2.5 or 3 pounds. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
He'd be like, it's 2.9 actually.
You
Jeff Tyler.
dummy, you should have called me. But yeah, dude, I don't think I would trim. If I were going to do an A5 brisket, I don't think I would trim as much, because
you'd be trimming so much.
That fat is technically an insulator of the muscle. And I think the way that I would smoke it would be like, geez, 200?
Just so lower than your normal, 225?
225 to 250, somewhere in there. Yeah. Depending on the day and all the hootie what's-its, but lower and slower.
So why do you trim you had a nice prime brisket with a bunch of fat, why do you trim it?
That's just the classic technique. And
when you're bad fat, like
when you're talking about the Angus, because that's usually generally what you're going to use when you do traditional brisket.
Yep.
That fat's not going to render at the temperature that Wagyu does.
Yeah.
Right? Because Wagyu fat, when we're talking about Wagyu fat, it's like 70 degrees. It starts to melt in your... Like, I can grab it and melt it in my hand if I wanted to, right?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it. I've cut so many pieces of Wagyu that, like, the fat just, like, melts in your hand. And I'm like, hurry up with the video, dude. We got to go.
We got to wrap this up.
We got to get the lighting better in the walk-in so we can do it in the walk-in.
Seriously. Keep it cold. So you got to trim it just because it's a classic style.
Yep.
And we like to do it classic here in the U.S., man. People don't like anything different. They like it that classic Texas style, which is fucking awesome.
It is great.
So, yeah.
It's great. And there's so many videos out there on
about
trimming,
how to do it. Yeah.
Trimming a brisket, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, again, he does his brisket school up there. And
Jeff's Texas Barbecue,
Jeff's Texas. He does his brisket school. Look at the Franklin Barbecue book.
Of course.
Because you can't say brisket in the United States without saying
Franklin.
Mr. Franklin.
What's your favorite, besides brisket? I mean, so many people do brisket, right? And I think that, like, that's buying a Wagyu brisket is generally going to be a little bit more expensive than buying a prime brisket, obviously. So, like, what are some other things that you've loved to smoke that are maybe, not the brisket, not a whole prime rib or beef ribs? Because we got to talk about beef ribs.
I really like the New York strip.
Yeah, you're like smoking like a nice.
When we do the smoked whole New York strip, it is luscious, dude. It's lovely.
So you take that whole loin, and you rub it.
I do a little secret brine.
Yep. Okay. Don't tell
overnight
everybody about that. Yep.
Pull it out and do our bovine rub on it. And just slow smoke it.
Do you trim any of that? Is there more fat on the outside?
Don't trim a ton on the New York strip. So the New York strip has the nerve end on it, and attached to that nerve end is some sinew that actually runs through that entire muscle. Yeah. So you could get in there and trim that sinew out if you wanted to. Okay. I don't, dude. Yeah. Because that's part of the experience. That's a steak experience.
Yeah, man.
It's like
you're eating meat.
There's definitely going to be some sinew here and there on a muscle. We're talking about flat iron, smoking the whole flat iron.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
You do a lot of Wagyu flat iron, or you've done some Wagyu flat iron.
Is crazy good. And I didn't believe it. I did not believe it until I did it. Yeah. Because all the listeners out there that know anything about a flat iron and know anything about cutting meat is big muscle, and it has this crazy sinew that runs through the middle. Crazy. Yeah. And so when you get we're talking about blade steaks.
Blade steaks, yeah.
Before the flat
correct.
So when you go and trim those to make flat iron steaks, you got to go in and take that sinew out. And it's almost like, I refer to it a lot when I'm teaching somebody how to do it. It's almost like skinning salmon. Yeah. You got to get good at it.
Yeah, okay.
So I go down, you find it, right? Yeah. But I was not a believer until I did it. When you slow smoke a whole flat iron,
yes, dude,
in the style of brisket,
okay,
same kind of way, right? You're gonna rub it, smoke it, get the good color, get the good char. Then you're gonna wrap it, and then you're gonna finish it in the paper, right? Just like you would a brisket. Okay. It takes half as long as a brisket, so that's kind of nice too. It's not that commitment, but that middle sinew that you would always cut out, turns into like meat jelly. It melts.
Meat jelly.
Dude, it melts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's still there texturally, like you can see it, but you can slice right through it, and it...
Yeah, I had some A5
it's luscious
flat iron that was just cut straight through. The sinew was not taken out, and I was like, I bought some, and I was like, oh man, what the heck? I got that at Beast and Cleaver.
Huh?
Yeah, a while ago.
A5 flat iron.
A5 flat iron.
Was that just marbled as hell?
Down. It looked so awesome, dude. And yeah, that sinew, it did. It was like I think I just seared it, obviously, and it did just melt away. I was thought I was gonna have trouble. I'm like, I don't know, but dude, that's cool.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So that's one.
You love that flat iron.
I do, dude. I love it.
So you always talk about smoking things like brisket style, and so we smoke a lot of Wagyu here. So what other things can you smoke brisket style, like the cheeks? Could you do, because Owner from
I do cheeks
Outsider
for sure.
Barbecue, he brought those here.
Owner's beef cheeks are
those were fire, bro.
Yums.
And what else would you do in this? Would you do a chuck eye or anything like that?
Yeah,
in
you could totally do like a
brisket?
chuck eye.
Yeah, or zabuton, a whole zabuton.
I bet you could even do a freaking chuck roll. Honestly,
a whole chuck roll.
A whole chuck roll, but like that's gonna be like 40 hours.
It's gonna take a while. Was that like 35 pounds?
So
probably?
Generally, what they say is an hour per pound.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing brisket,
and then add some. Yeah.
And add some. You don't want to invite everybody over and tell them it's gonna be ready at 4:00 and then fuck up and it's not ready till 6:30.
No, dude. So what is let's talk about that, because that is the classic thing. I think we've mentioned this before, but that's always the classic thing, right? Is that you have a dinner party at 6 and you're getting brisket ready and it hits the stall at 4 and you're just fucked. So like, what can you do? Because we'll talk about the stall, I think, in the next segment. We'll talk about the brisket and knowing the Wagyu brisket.
Yep.
But like, what are some tips that you should, or what should someone do if they say, okay, my dinner party is at 6. When should I start cooking my brisket, and how can I maybe hold it, or how can I ensure that it is totally ready by 6
Quit
o'clock?
opening the door and looking at it.
Okay.
Stop it, dude.
Step 1. Yep.
There's a bunch of cheater methods out there. You get your meter.
Yep.
We used to have that a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's a really cool Weber insertion that you can do with the wire that comes out, and it kind of gives you. There's a bunch of tools out there.
Oh, for sure.
For the weekend warriors.
Yeah, but how would you say I have to have this? Otherwise, I'm losing my job at 6. Like, would you cook it the night before and hot hold it in the oven or anything like that? What is a cheat code?
What's funny about that is, like, when we do. Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
When we do beef ribs.
Yeah.
We used to wrap them when they were finished, right? So I'd pull them out of the paper.
Yeah.
And we'd just hold them in a cooler.
Yeah.
Because they're so hot.
Yeah.
That they stay hot forever. For hours
Mm-hmm.
in a cooler. So you can do that.
Yeah.
And you get a head start on your briskets and all that stuff when you're cooking for a party or doing something at home.
Mm-hmm.
You can always hold them, get them to that temperature you want them to. Depends on who you are. Depends on how much bite, how much chew, how much texture you want in your meat. I mean, the barbecue pros out there will do the finger test.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows the finger test is you take the flat and you put it over your finger, and it shouldn't fall apart or break.
Yeah, it shouldn't break.
But you can tear it apart.
Yeah.
That's the finger test. But whatever that temperature is that you're looking for, once you hit that spot, you can wrap it. You can let it rest at room temperature, wrapped for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
But if your party's not going to start for a while, you can toss that sucker in a cooler.
Yeah, okay.
And the temperature in the cooler is just going to hold it there. It's
Yeah.
not going to overcook. Santos.
Yeah.
It's not going to overcook,
Yeah.
right? So you throw it in an oven, even if you turn it down to low or whatever your oven is at home, it's still going to continue to cook.
So if I need to make sure that my brisket's done by 6 o'clock, I'm going to cook it to make sure it's done by like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock.
Sure.
And give myself a little bit of prep time there.
Ideally, you want it to rest anyway.
And you want it to rest for at least 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah,
At least an hour, but you want it to rest 2 to 3 hours.
When I
right?
tell people how to cook steaks, which I've told you way back in the day a million times, you're now a fucking seasoned veteran.
You're a pro, bro. It's fucking crazy right now.
Just the chef at Riley's Pizza.
Oh, dude, yeah. Back in 2001. Let's go.
Yeah, when you're telling people how to cook a steak, we're not talking about a 20-pound piece of meat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I tell them that you want it to rest as half as long as it took to cook it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? That's kind of a basic
Oh, yeah.
resting 101.
Totally.
Right? Back in the fancy restaurants, I would take my meats up to that temp, put them up on a resting rack, and then I'd slice them, butter, fat, whatever, and just give them a quick little flash in the salamander. That's for service in a fancy restaurant.
We got to do a whole podcast on how fancy restaurants work.
Oh, God, dude.
That would be fucking fun.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll start shaking. It's like PTSD, dude.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
like fucking...
Oh.
I've never been more scared in my life.
Dude, watch the bear. It's spot on.
It's pretty accurate.
Oh, dude.
It's pretty accurate. Except for them keeping the veal stock on the top shelf. Like, come on.
All right, back to smoking.
Okay,
Back to smoking.
sorry. We digress.
No, man. I mean, so we'll get into a lot of the brisket, but that's a good tip for the brisket of how long you need to smoke it and make sure you got prep time and everything like that. And even like, have you seen a difference between Wagyu brisket and the prime brisket as far as how it cooks, or just more of how it tastes?
It's how it tastes.
Yeah,
it's pretty similar. Yeah, it might cook a little bit faster.
Okay.
A little bit,
just because of the melting point and everything.
The melting point, the fat melting point, but it's all about it's all about the subtlety of smoking, you know. And we all learn by mistakes, right?
Yeah.
That's life. Mm-hmm. You make mistakes in life, you learn the lessons.
For sure.
You gotta fuck a lot of shit up at home.
You gotta smoke a lot of shit, huh?
You do.
Yeah.
You gotta mess it up before you get really, really good at it.
Until you understand it. Yeah.
So, you know, too hot, that's a problem. That's a thing. Too much smoke,
that's another thing,
a
right?
huge problem. Like, you're like, ugh. I remember this ding dong, I'm not going to name names here, but this dingaling decided that I don't even know what his background was. He used to be a regular at a restaurant that I worked at, and he would just come in and eat and kind of like try to chat you up and stuff. He decided he was going to be like a smoke master. Right? He's going to be a pit master. Just this is a couple years ago. Nice. And he came in and brought me this brisket. And he's like, I brought you a brisket. Here, tell me how you feel about it. And then, like, I was just like, I took one bite of this thing, and I was just like,
so much smoke.
It's like it was like licking a fucking cigar butt.
That is a problem.
So
dude.
much smoke on it, dude. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, if you're gonna do Texas style briskets, generally use post oak.
Yep.
And a hardwood like hickory or mesquite or a blend. And we've had this conversation with other people that like they probably wouldn't like what I do here because I use apple and cherry, which is a lighter, more subtle, sweeter, fruity kind of smoke. Other than that real hard like ashtray.
Is that better for Wagyu? I guess it just depends what you're doing.
It's a personal preference, I really think. But for us, of course, we like to use woods that are indigenous, right?
Yeah,
to our
for
region.
sure.
And cherry and apple are all over the state of Washington.
Yep.
Post oak is not.
No.
Mesquite is not.
Bring that in.
Pecan is not.
Yep.
But I've brought them in and fooled around with all of them and tasted them. And I could tell you right now, if you lit a piece of wood on the smoker right now, I could tell you, like, what are you doing? That's not apple.
Yeah.
That's not cherry. I can smell it.
You got
right
that
away.
super sniffer.
I actually brought in some post oak in the winter.
Yeah.
Because post oak burns hotter and longer to get that smoker up to temp faster.
Yep.
Because that adds a lot of error when it's cold outside.
Yeah. That's a good thing to talk about too is the elements when smoking.
Yep.
Like
for sure.
Is it it's hotter in the summer, it's cooler in the winter? How does that affect it? I mean that's a big thing is understanding your smoker.
What did Jeff tell us? He brings in pallets of wood from Texas.
Yeah, how many cords?
Oh, so many, dude. Like,
dude, it was
a lot. It's like a semi-truckload.
Yeah.
It's like huge amounts. Like,
yeah.
And he swears by it, and he should because it's called Jeff's Texas style barbecue.
It's
not
good.
called Jeff's Northwest barbecue, right? So, I know the boys at Wood Shop. They use post oak and hickory. Or is it mesquite?
Is it mesquite? Yeah, because he got his degree in wood.
Yep.
Like
and
wood burning it. He's dope.
Where's Matt from? He's from
Kansas
City,
right?
Yep. Yeah. But he does more of a Texas style. But the elements have a humongous play in, especially using a pit like ours or owners pit, or Jeff's or the huge ones at Wood Shop. Those things are gigantic.
Well, dude, the owner at Outsider got a new one.
Oh, he did.
He's got two now. It's like a
I gotta get over there
20-some footer, dude. Yeah,
sweet.
It was huge. So.
Sweet. Ours is only like 7 feet.
Yeah,
it's a little guy.
Yeah,
they laugh at me.
but it's different.
The big boys laugh.
But that's what's different. It's that's what I like about kind of what you do is that you've done so many different types. And this is why this is a great conversation for you because if you're talking about a Texas style barbecue place, they're generally gonna stick to the brisket and the beef ribs and things like that. But that's why I like you have so much experience in smoking purebred New York strip, full blood ribeye, F1 cross, Denver, zabuton, like all these different. We've done so many different things for the restaurant because we're more of a smokehouse and we're trying different things and we love Wagyu, so we want to smoke more Wagyu and see how it tastes.
I've even done flanks.
Yeah, you've done the flanks, dude.
I smoked
carne
flanks
asada,
as slow as I possibly could in that thing, which is kind of hard because that sort of has a real consistent temperature. Like I really can't lower it, but there are different hot spots in there and cold spots in there.
You gotta know those.
Yes, you do.
Right?
Yes, you
That's
do.
A big thing.
That's a huge thing too. Everybody, I mean, all our Traeger fans and our weekend warriors, it's consistent as all get out.
Boom.
Right.
Exactly.
But if you have something like a pit, or you have somebody make you a smoker, and you start actually doing this shit at home, you got to find out where all the hot spots and the sweet spots are, and the cool spots.
Yeah.
You know, if you're smoking vegetables or like say fish or something like that, that's totally different. Smoking oysters, you know.
Well, how do you find out those hot spots?
There's a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, it's a fun way.
The fun way is you load it full of white bread.
Yeah.
Or saltine crackers or something like that, and you let it rip for a couple hours, and you open the doors, and you can see which crackers or white bread are darker smoked than everything else.
That's
and that'll show you all your cool spots. That's the old school school tech, but
that sounds awesome. Yeah, that sounds
it's fun,
like a way to do
right?
it.
It's a craft, dude. It's
Yeah,
really a
it
craft,
is.
and that's what we're gonna get into when we talk about sous vide later. But
yeah. Oh yeah.
smoking is a craft when you're using a pit, right?
Yeah.
You got to learn all that stuff, and like I said, you got to fuck some shit up, man.
Oh, for sure.
You do. And even when you really mess something up, you can always make chili. You can always put it in chili.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
that's
going to feed the whole neighborhood.
Oh, that's a good tip, dude. So
Right?
try some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it up.
Mess
make
it up.
Some chili.
Make some chili. Make some soup. Make some stew.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Dude, so maybe before you buy that A5 Ive round or Ossobuco or something crazy to
Right.
smoke,
Figure it out before
more
you do
expensive.
that.
Figure it out a little bit first. Even before you do a Wagyu brisket, you should probably understand your brisket and everything like that.
The A5 brisket still boggles my mind.
It does, man.
It boggles my mind.
It does. What would be good? What would be a good cut to smoke off of the A5 besides of the A5 Cal? Besides the Ive round,
top round,
maybe. What about the fillet?
flat bottom.
You smoked a lot of fillets, right?
I smoked a million fillets.
So fillets, to get off of A5 real quick, because we haven't smoked an A5 fillet, but we've smoked a Wagyu fillet before. And what are some coaching points on smoking a Wagyu fillet? Because I know that it's a smaller muscle, right? It's a little bit different. So.
And it smokes quite a bit faster. It's small. It's not big. Depending on, like, generally when we get our fillets from Pure Country, they're about 6 pounds.
Okay.
Right? And I've seen some Wagyu fillets that are like 9.
Yeah.
Dude, they're big.
Yeah.
We should actually probably do that just to test it out. I bet it would be freaking delicious, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know me, I'm a fillet guy. But,
love
one thing that
smoking
we
filet.
do here is our special rub that's got the charcoal in it.
Yep.
Because you're not gonna get the smoke char. You're not gonna get the bark because it's such a small muscle. Even if you smoked it super, super slow and low, you're still not gonna get that smoke.
Yeah.
That's gonna give it that really good smoked meat bark, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we use the charcoal rub on there.
Yeah.
It's also fucking delicious.
And it's good.
It's
But also,
secret.
don't you keep it cold before you toss it on
I
there?
sure do, yeah. I keep it
So-
as cold as humanly possible before we put it in the smoker.
Just to give it a little more smoke flavor.
I mean, if I
Yeah.
were doing just one
Mhm.
at home, because we do like 9 or 10 right on steak night.
Yeah.
If I was going to do one, I'd probably even toss it in the freezer for like 10 minutes
Yeah.
before I did it. at
Just to
home.
get it super chilled.
Just chilled. I don't want to freeze it and
Yeah.
mess up that structure or whatever, but yeah, cold as possible.
Okay.
Pretty much Wagyu everything, almost everything cold as humanly possible before you start to cook it.
Okay. Especially, to get that smoke.
You don't
to get that
temper,
char.
right? So
Mhm.
back to the fancy restaurant thing, you would temper, you have all your tickets hanging and you see what's coming and
Yeah.
you temp all your meats and your fish and stuff.
Get them ready.
Try to get them to room temperature before you sear them all off and do all
yeah.
that stuff. But
Oh, don't give away the secrets yet.
you do not do that with Wagyu.
Yes.
No.
So when smoking Wagyu, there's so many different types. We talked about that. There's so many different ways to smoke. devices to smoke with, whether you have a pit, or if you got your Traeger or your Weber. Yes, so to wrap it up, yes, you can smoke Wagyu, but it's, what type of Wagyu do you want to smoke? And what's your purpose? Why are you trying to do it?
And just know your craft, dude. Like I said, you got to know your craft, and you got to mess things up and start small and go big. So eventually.
If you could smoke one Wagyu cut, whether it's A5, full blood, purebred, F1 cross, and any cut of the cow, what would you choose? What do you think would be your favorite thing to smoke?
Denver.
Of what type of Wagyu?
F1.
You would do an F1 Denver. You think that'd be your go-to?
It's funny too, because like I did do that. I think for a party.
I think
we did. Oh, it was Wagyu and Michter's. It was Michter's dinner. I did a Wagyu tasting.
Yeah.
And Nick, bless his heart, I did the whole muscle, right, which is like this big.
Yeah.
And when you look at the zabutons or the Denver cuts in the case, they're
like
pieces of steak that you take home and sear.
Yeah.
And he was like, I didn't know that's what it was. A little bit. I'm like, yeah, the whole muscle. It like blew everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Also the tri-tip, dude.
You love that tri-tip.
That fat on tri-tip.
Yeah. So what would you do? Would you do more of like a purebred or full blood tri-tip? Or
full blood, dude.
You do a full blood tri-tip with the fat on. I think that'd be dope.
I also like a lot the picanha, like a whole picanha, sirloin cap.
Yeah.
Because you can score the fat almost like it's a gigantic duck breast.
Okay.
And I keep it upside down to render some of the fat a little bit, because it's a big old fat cap on there.
Oh, nice.
But then you can reverse sear it and sear that. Oh, dude.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool ass money. That's for the New York strip lovers out there that want to try something different.
You said full blood culotte or
either, probably purebred,
something
like that.
I like that.
You can have that intermuscular yums.
Yeah,
because it's a pretty lean cut. If you're talking, even on prime, it's still pretty lean.
It's got that just ginormous fat cap.
Huge fat cap on top.
It's gonna make up for it.
It's so funny, dude. I used to. Mark Fuller used to make so much fun of me because I would go in on my day off and order a steak, and it was a ribeye, and it was on the wood fire. Oh, so good, dude. And I would cut the fat cap completely off the steak and dice it into little bits. Yeah. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Watch." So then every slice of steak, I would just take one piece of fat and one bite of the meat, and like,
dude, you know what? I was watching. I love my Gordon Ramsay, and I was watching the Master Chef, and they presented a New York to him and the judges, a grilled seared New York, and the judges were like, you need to cut that fat off because it's like unusable. It's not servable. And I was like, what? Before you serve it for that New York? Maybe that specific one wasn't rendered enough or something like that. So I could see that. But I was like, is that like a general technique that you would use? Because I love that fat cap.
I do too.
That's awesome.
Funny you should say that, though, because we used to do that at Union.
Cut the fat?
Back in the day. It was in 2005. I moved to Seattle, and I was working for Ethan at Union.
Yeah.
And we would completely take the fat cap off and slice big slabs, like big blocks, and then sear it on all the sides and slice it. There was no fat on it. Yeah. He wanted to take it all off. And I was just like, what a waste.
And I will say though, with a full blood ribeye, I usually
so much fat.
Cut that fat out. I'm like, dog. I got a lot of fat in the muscle. I'm good.
It's so rich.
Yeah, I'm pulling that.
It's over
fat
the
off.
top.
All right. Well, any last thoughts on smoking Wagyu beef, Chef?
No, not really. I mean, like I said,
pick your style.
Mess some shit up.
Yeah. Don't start with the A5.
Know your craft. It's a craft. It's definitely, cooking is not for everybody. It's funny enough that I have severe ADD and I have giant patience issues. I'm not a very patient person.
Yeah.
And you have to be so patient when you're learning how to cook professionally. And now talking about out of fancy restaurants and smoking and doing, not saying that smoking's not fancy, but dude, some of this stuff takes a long time.
Yeah.
You have to be hella patient and just relax, quit opening the door, quit looking at it,
Let it go.
Take your time. Make sure you give yourself enough time.
All right.
That's a probably good finishing.
Give yourself
time. Give
enough
yourself enough time.
I love it.
There is room for error.
Yes. I like it.
Yep.
All right. Okay, know your cut. The brisket, Chef Tyler, you have for us here. Is this a Wagyu brisket?
This is Wagyu brisket, baby.
Get up there.
This is a purebred.
Purebred Wagyu brisket.
Mm-hmm.
That is covered in fat.
Yeah, and look, I just pulled this out
Yeah.
of the walk-in. It's cold, but like,
Let me try it.
look at that.
Ooh, squishy. That is some squishy fat.
So, like we just talked about earlier,
Where does it come from? Start with that. Where does it come from?
it's like right here,
Isn't it like the chest,
kind
lower
of the
chest of the cow?
lower
Yeah.
chest of the cow,
Right above the front legs, huh?
Mhm.
So it's standing on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's using those muscles, and that's why it's...
That's why this takes so long, right?
Yeah.
So, we like to do old school pot roast style
Uh-huh.
here in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Braised brisket. Yum.
So
Dude,
good.
it's decadent.
Yeah. Yes, it is. We do a lot of Wagyu braised Wagyu brisket.
Decadent. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
man.
And I give it that high oven hot sear too.
Uh-huh.
Like if I can get the oven up to 500, and I just salt crust it,
Oh, yeah.
a little dry brine, if you will.
Yeah.
And you can smell it, dude. It's just like I can smell it right now. It's
Look at that
fucking
thing now,
luscious.
man.
This thing's
God.
crazy big, dude.
So why
it's
Wagyu
20
briskets are they've been bigger than the other...
These ones are getting bigger.
The primes we get.
I'm not entirely sure exactly why. Also, the New York strips off of these Wagyu cattle
Are bigger?
quite a bit bigger than a prime.
It's weird. It's almost like...
they're way bigger, dude.
But the butt of the Wagyu cow looks skinnier, like from behind, right? It doesn't look as like an Angus,
Yeah.
not as big like that.
Yeah.
So. But the front, man, the front.
we get into
pretty massive.
feed and all that stuff, later. But yeah, these are big, dude.
Dude, so we kind of talked a little bit about how you'd cook that brisket, but so where's the flat? Where's the point? And
So
how much would you trim?
You got the flat down on the skinny end,
Yep,
which is the leaner one.
the leaner side.
And the reason the point's fattier because it has the decal.
Okay.
It's the fat that runs through the middle of the point.
Yep.
And then this little nubby right here
Uh-huh.
is one little muscle that sticks out, and that's usually that's the classic burnt end.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's
Take
the
that
classic
burnt end.
Burnt end. That's where that all comes from.
Okay.
And burnt end is now a full-on method. It's the 3-2-1. It's
Yeah.
whatever. So that's the classic chunk that people would use for burnt ends.
So we got to split this. Somebody special ordered this, and we're gonna split it. So which side would you take if you split that in half?
I take the point, man.
You take the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, depending on what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna smoke it,
And
I
yeah,
want the
of
point
course,
because I
yeah.
want the fat.
You
I
want
want
all
that.
that
I want the
fat.
decal. I want intermuscular. It's quite a bit. I mean, it's literally east meets west.
Okay.
Right. You got mountainous regions and desert.
So when people go into like a barbecue restaurant, they usually cut from both sides,
Yep.
right? So if you probably get like 4 slices of brisket, you're gonna get 2 from the flat,
2 and
from
2.
the point.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
All day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do with all that fat? So would you trim that fat, or would you just
I'd trim it and render it.
you trim it and render it? Because there's so much on there,
I
right?
trim it and render it. And one of the old school tricks that I learned from our boy Franklin is he actually keeps warm rendered fat in a squirt bottle. And when he pulls his briskets out
Smart.
and wraps them in the paper, he douses the paper
Yeah.
in the fat. Like he saturates it and then puts it back to finish.
That's nice.
It's kinda, yeah,
That's a pretty good idea.
it's over the top.
I'm sure he's got a little bit of fat to utilize there.
I'd imagine, dude.
It's just 24/7.
Those guys are
brisket,
doing
brisket.
what? Like fucking 400, 600 pounds of brisket?
I would say even more.
I don't even know, dude. They do a ton.
Just all day, man.
Yep.
You got a rotation of you go in at night and you smoke it, and the guy in the morning preps it, and the guy in the afternoon cuts it. I mean, it's just you're prepping for the night.
If you haven't watched The Chef's Table, you watched Chef's Table at all?
Yeah.
The Netflix series? It's magnificent, dude.
Yeah.
The noodle one I just watched was amazing, but they have a smoking one, and I'm totally gonna space her name. She's this old grandma.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
she was like a custodian of a elementary school,
Really?
and then when she's done, she goes to her restaurant and starts smoking, and she's overnight. She's been to Jeff's place.
Oh, that's great.
She's awesome.
She's a
dude.
badass.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
You got to be gritty, dude. You kind of have to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
You got to be in for it. You got to be all in if you're really gonna do solid barbecue.
Yeah.
You
If
really do.
If you're going to cook brisket, you got to basically you got to you got to go all in, especially for like a restaurant. Like, it's got to be the thing. You can't just, we're just going to do it every once in a while, cuz
Yeah, give it a shot.
It's a method, it's a practice, it's a process.
Yeah.
And you got to be set up for it. You got to have the staff to do it, unless you want to be there all night long
You do.
smoking those things.
You do.
Jesus, man.
And being able to call yourself a pit master,
Yeah.
that's kind of a big deal.
Oh man, yeah.
That's kind of a big deal.
Oh, for
And
sure.
we're talking about you're being judged. I'm like, oh, you're a master chef, are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
okay,
big
cool,
thing,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
So for this, you're gonna cook that for depending on how big it is, usually an hour per pound.
That's what they say.
Give yourself that much time, and it's gonna vary, of course.
Yep.
And then, what are some things you should be scared of?
Overcooking,
Overcooking, and we can talk about the stall.
undercooking.
Yeah. What is the stall though? That's a common thing.
The stall is mind-boggling to me, and it could be anything from a prime rib to a brisket to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Even chickens.
Yeah.
Even chickens hit the stall. So you get that good smoke, you get that good temp, you got a good variation going, everything's working,
Yeah.
and you pop it open 4, 5, 6, 7 hours and poke it. You're like, oh, we're not quite there yet. And you open the door again in an hour, and it's the exact same temperature.
Oh shit.
You're like, what the?
Yeah.
So that's the stall.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with the stall is it goes,
And then it just fires
and then it
off.
jacks up.
Okay.
And then like, oh shit, it's at 199 degrees, right? It's like
Yeah.
when you're looking for the 188 or the 192 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that 7 degrees, like for some people are like, that doesn't sound like very much.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That takes a perfectly cooked piece of meat to not destroyed by any means, but
Not great.
not perfect.
Yeah.
Not perfect.
Yes.
The stall is a dick kicker. It just
it's
sucks.
the worst, especially if you have a restaurant, right?
Yeah, dude.
You're
Like
we gotta open.
We've hit the stall. Even when we do
happens.
turkeys, dude, for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Oh
Oh,
man. That's
good
right.
Lord. That drives me absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, it will.
It drives me
We
bonkers.
got people coming in at 1.
It's like, yo, dude, I've been here since like 2, 3 in the morning, and my day is pretty much done. I'm just waiting on you fucking turkeys.
Yeah, dude, and they're not.
And they're just hitting that 150,
Yeah.
147, just
Oh, dude.
open that thing. Turkeys are like, ha ha.
Fuck you, bud.
Sucks.
So when I'm cooking that, if I was gonna smoke that, you want to do fat side down or fat side up?
Fat side up.
Fat side up, so then it melts into the meat, right?
Mhm.
Perfect.
There are only certain things that I like to do fat side down.
Fat on tri-tip.
I would do fat on tri-tip down.
Yep.
I would even do, if I left all the fat on New York,
Mm-hmm.
I would play with that.
Yeah.
Picanhas.
Just to get it to render, because it's like a different fat.
It's a harder fat.
It's a harder
yeah,
fat,
it's like a
okay.
New York strip fat.
Yeah.
It's the sirloin fat.
Okay.
Where this is like not bubblegummy fat, but it's good and squishy.
It was squishy.
It's
yeah.
softer.
Okay.
Definitely on Wagyu, of course, versus an Angus. But even that brisket, like, I want fat.
And then you're gonna want to let it rest for at least an hour, if not more, 2 to 3
or
hours.
3.
Yeah. But you need at least an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I love how you brought up the chili. So if you fuck up the brisket, you can toss it in a chili.
Absolutely.
What are some other good uses for brisket meat? Hash, brisket
Breakfast.
sandwich. Yeah.
Sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah. Shave it, even almost like nice roast beef.
Oh, okay.
Like
Do that.
a cold sandwich.
And you talked about braising it too. You know,
I love braised brisket.
the braised brisket was so.
I love
good.
braises, period.
Yeah, you do.
I really do. It's, I kind of came up cooking Italian food.
Okay.
A lot of my career has been Italian food.
Yeah.
And the Barolo Brassato and all the, you get into all the French dishes too, braises are my jam, dude.
Okay.
I love braised meat.
Dude.
But you got to know what you're doing with
do
braises, too. You got to
do
cool every braise in its liquid. You can't pull it. It'll be dry. People are like, it's like my grandma's pot roast is blah. I'm like, yeah, totally. It's also why your butterball chicken is disgusting. Because you wait for that little thing to pop out, right?
Oh,
no.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
You just cook the hell out of that thing.
the chicken, man. No, but so usually though brisket, obviously you're gonna smoke it or braise it. It's not a steak to cut. It's not a piece of meat to cut steaks with because of its so much what.
I know back at Cafe Juanita, they won a James Beard Award.
Yeah.
Amazing chef. She's rad.
Yeah.
Also Italian influenced. But she was cutting Wagyu steaks off the point of a brisket and braising the flat for ragu. I never had it.
Stakeable items, bro.
I never had it.
Really?
But
So,
my
what
homeboy,
type of Wagyu?
my homeboy Christian, I don't even remember. It was such a long time ago. But my homeboy Christian worked out there, and he told me that, and I was like,
Wow.
What?
It's just wasn't it Charles from Superior Wagyu talking about cutting off like London broil steaks and just grilling them up?
Loves it.
Like full blood London
Loves
broil.
it.
So I don't know. I guess it's possible. It's possible. We should try it.
We gotta try it.
Let's cut off a little piece of that before we sell it.
It's exactly what I just said. You gotta learn by messing shit up, dude.
Okay.
If we do it and it sucks, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was like, don't do it.
And I'll serve you
Don't
chili
do
the next
it. It's
day.
like- and then you can come over for chili on Sunday. Bring some
man.
cornbread.
Oh, dude. Well, let's wrap up this brisket talk, man.
Yeah,
But
brisket.
we've got a lot of brisket talk today, but that's great.
I'm gonna go ahead
dude.
and take this 20-pound,
Yeah.
20 and a half pound brisket.
Yeah, get it
off
back
of
in
my
the
lap. Yeah.
get it back in the cooler.
Number 3.
Okay, Chef Tyler, it is time. It is time. It is time for the hot take.
Oh, I'm gonna like this one.
Yeah.
I like it already.
I love this one. I thought of it and I was like, because we kind of get this a lot, and we don't want to throw shade on anybody. But let me just read it for you, and I want to have you react and give me all the information because I know you take this very seriously.
I do.
Okay, so sous vide makes steak easy, but it also makes it boring. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so what do you think? So sous vide makes steak easy, but also makes it boring. What do you think?
I mean, I can go on and on and on and on about this.
We got to open the restaurant. And
We do have to open the
so
restaurant.
we can't have too much time.
Let me just basically say sous vide. That's how it's pronounced.
Did I say it wrong?
Sous vide
Sous vide.
means under.
I know Spanish, not
means
French.
under
Sorry.
vacuum. In sottovuoto. That's the Italian version. So I dig it, dude. Like, I've done it a bunch. I've worked in restaurants a bunch. And I totally get why it is the way it is. And honestly, the way that we smoke whole muscles, it's very, very similar, dude. Because what you're doing is you're vacuuming a piece of meat and submerging it in, X amount temperature for X amount of time.
Water, yep.
Till it's just perfect. And then all you got to do is sear it.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's cooked all the way. So you always say, I'm going to cook it to 120 and then sear it, right?
Yep. And
And you can't overdo it, right?
not really, because the water temperature is so subtle.
It's so subtle and
Like
consistent.
sometimes you're doing it overnight, for like 40 hours.
Yeah.
Like some people at home are like, go get they spend $600 on the molecular gastronomy books, and they're like getting nerdy about it at home. And I dig it, dude, because I want everybody to do whatever they want to do. I really do. For me though, when it sort of hit the hot spot of the culinary world, and everybody was starting to do it, I understand why they were doing it, but it takes so much craft out of being a fucking badass line cook. Like perfectly searing a piece of meat and resting it and knowing like you are the man.
Yeah.
You are the man of the meat station.
Yeah, or the woman.
Or woman.
Yeah.
Or whatever's.
Yeah.
You are the person.
Or the person.
You are the person
of the meat
of
station.
the meat station.
Thank you.
And you come in and you're like, I got Friday, Saturdays shifts. Like
Yeah.
I'm the one, dude. I know I'm gonna nail all these.
Yeah.
Right? Like you like Côte de Boeuf, dude. Like I remember how
What is Côte de Boeuf?
it's a super big fat bone-in ribeye.
Isn't it like a double cut, basically?
Almost,
Okay.
yeah. It's like a 3-pounder.
Yeah. Nice.
And you know, Jim, when you go to a French restaurant, you order the Côte de Boeuf, and
Yeah.
it comes with like the pomme puree and like you know, you get your side of sautéed chanterelles or like whatever the hell is on the menu. Dude, to nail that Côte de Boeuf, and this is back in the day, like you didn't have a thermometer.
Yeah.
That
no.
that meant you were a chicken shit
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, pfft.
Look at this asshole.
You had like either your meat fork or a little cake tester. And
okay.
And you'd put it in the meat, and you'd either run it on the back of your hand, and people are going to freak out about this, but the really, really good cooks back in the day would do the cake tester and then run it on their lip.
Okay.
Because your lip is so heat sensitive,
Yeah.
you know exactly what the temperature is in the inside of that steak.
And then would they use it again, or is that a disposable thing?
Oh, you can use it again.
Let's see.
This is old school shit, dude.
Yeah,
like
man.
we didn't.
This is back when it was okay, huh?
Not everybody had tasting spoons. There's a lot of this shit.
This is pre-COVID. Oh, dude. Yeah, I went to a place and did like a photo shoot at this place, and the chef was wearing gloves, and he's just dipping his finger and eating out of all these different things, and I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
really old school.
just because
bro.
you're wearing gloves doesn't mean that,
Dude,
don't put your mouth.
this
on
is
the
gonna be
fucking
so
glove.
fucking embarrassing, dude.
Oh god.
This is gonna be so embarrassing. But I used to work pasta station at this Italian restaurant, and that was like you were the person, right?
Yeah.
If you worked pasta station on Friday, Saturday night at Pazzo,
big time.
it was the hardest station I ever worked in my life
Yeah.
until I had to call the wheel. That was even harder. But there was sometimes because my fingers were like steel.
Yeah.
I was like Iron Man fingers.
Oh,
like I could not
yeah,
burn
dude.
them, dude. They were just calloused. And I would sometimes dip like 3 fingers in my pasta sauce to make sure it was perfectly seasoned. So gross,
Yeah,
right, dude?
Oh.
But that's old school cooking, dude. And like sous vide is very, very new school. I'd say it's still new school. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just takes some of the craft and the romance out of becoming a really good seasoned line cook.
Or just cook in general, like at home, the home
Yeah.
sous vide, right?
Mhm.
Like, you know, like you can grill it, you
But,
can
like,
sear it, you can smoke it.
Drew Briegel,
Yeah.
loves to sous vide.
Yeah.
He loves it, dude. He's just
Yeah,
like
but he's
he
an
comes
asshole.
in, fucking hippie.
Pretty hippie.
Yeah, hippie.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good.
And
good.
dude, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Like if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
it's you learn how to do it. You do it properly. You do it the way it's supposed to be done, and you're good at it. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of. Takes a lot of the guesswork out of like timing and everything else. Like
That's like part of. It's also part of the fun, you know.
would you
like,
sous vide a brisket?
Could you sous vide a
Could
brisket?
you sous vide a
You need
brisket?
a big device.
Right, you have a huge. You put it
But
in
then
your.
what do
You put it in your bathtub, like.
But how do you finish it though? It's not like you can just like throw it on a big flat top and
Sear the
the
you
sides.
have a 4-foot plancha at home, just chilling on the back deck.
I mean, yeah, that sounds good.
Actually, that would be pretty rad of it.
I would do that. But
How long would you sous vide a brisket? It would take probably like 3 days.
it's just
Literally.
in your bathtub.
In your bathtub, just
Yeah, dude.
swirling around for 3 days.
Yeah.
You get like a little kiddie pool or something outside. I don't know.
Man, I get it though. I get it that it takes away that craft, that romance. Yeah, I love to grill nice steaks. If I had a super fine dining restaurant, maybe you do it there. 'Cause
for sure.
It's totally easy.
Right.
But if I'm
We used to
just a
do
weekend
duck
warrior,
breasts.
Nah.
We used to do duck breasts at Spring Hill, and dude, they were money. They were so.
It is perfect every
freaking.
time.
It's perfect, and
How
you just
come, man?
you just sear that outside fat. Like you do it exactly how you would. You're gonna cook it. You'd score the fat,
Yeah.
season it. You have like butter, thyme, garlic, whatever in there. Pack it, plunge it,
Oh, it's kind of like
and then you pull it out of the bag, pat it dry, sear it, make sure it's warm,
Yeah.
and it's done.
See, I don't know. I might get in trouble for saying this.
Oh, here we go.
Ask Sarah if we might have to cut it. But it's sous vide is kind of like the Ozempic of cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like
you don't have to go to the gym.
You don't got it. You just kind of got it. It's just easy. Like, I feel so good after I like perfectly grill or reverse sear or smoke a steak. I'm like, fucking nailed it, babe. Check this out.
See,
you know,
that is what I'm talking about.
And I don't know, is it an ego thing or
no,
is it just
dude?
like
it's
the love of the craft?
It's a love of the craft, dude. And that's like, you're terrified, dude, to go into a air quotes fancy restaurant and get thrown into the fish station.
Oh,
you're terrified.
Yeah.
Dude. One, because chef's gonna scream at you.
Yep.
And the
fish
rest,
is so hard.
The rest of the restaurant revolves around you perfectly cooking the shit every time.
Yeah.
You fuck up one, you mess up the flow of the entire restaurant.
Isn't that because too, you also have appetizers and entrees, or is that going to split?
In the French Brigade.
Yeah. Wait. Let's wait on that because I do want to do the French Brigade. Whole podcast.
Let me just tell you that the meat cooks an alright cook.
Yeah.
Not like the poissonnier.
The poissonnier.
The fish cook is the fucking G.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. If you're rocking fish station in a French restaurant on a Friday Saturday night, you're
the person.
Your shoulders are a little.
You're the one.
You're a little higher than others.
A little higher than others. All right. And they don't sous vide fish, huh?
No. Yeah. Although sous vide halibut is delightful.
Yeah.
It's lovely because when you poach it, the fat kind of coagulates into these it looks like a pillow, dude.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
That does sound good.
It's really nice.
But we're not talking about fish here.
Yeah,
Let's talk about fish. Okay. All right, let's get into that comment of the week, Chef. So we've got 2 comments today. So we kind of went like semi-viral, I would say, on that cutting the A5 and talking about not grilling A5 Wagyu beef. People get so mad when we show them big chunks of A5. They're like, "That's all fat. You're crazy. What a diseased animal. This is like the worst thing I've ever seen." Blah blah. Blah. And then people are like, "Oh my God, that looks so good. How do you cook it?" I'm like, "Thank you, normal people, for just being normal."
Thank you.
But let's read the one quote. I want to read this one because the comment of the week, because Arlie from Bar R, she gets on there and then she starts replying back to people, and I love it. I'm like, they are bringing in the big guns.
Yeah, she's a gunner.
Yeah. So this is like a very common thing. So someone said, Noodles3003 said, "That can't be healthy for the cow to have that much fat inside the muscle." And so, like, yes, so we hear that a lot, that, like, that kind of stuff, or that it's diseased. And then, of course, Arlie from Bar R Wagyu jumps on and says, they're genetically predisposed to marble like this. We raise Wagyu in a very healthy herd in Washington State.
Yep.
And it's like, yes, like,
been there, seen it.
Dude, it is so crazy to me that people think that, like, it's just this disease. Like, there was that TikTok that went viral, or that Instagram went viral.
That was crazy.
So I wanted to do an exercise before we get to our good comment. I wanted to do an exercise and have you go on Google. Have everybody go on Google right now. Grab your phones. We're going to do the same. We're going to read the results. So go into either to Google or to ChatGPT. And I want you to ask, is Wagyu, or are Wagyu cows diseased animals? So let's do. Oh, I gotta take my phone off of.
So I put something in there, not exactly. I said, "Is Wagyu beef healthy?" That was my first Google search.
Okay.
Yes. Wagyu beef can be a part of a healthy diet despite its high fat content.
There you go.
It is rich in monounsaturated fats, which are considered healthy fats. It also contains essential nutrients, protein, iron, and zinc. While it is important to consume it in moderation, everything in moderation.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's fair. That's a fair
point. Wagyu can offer
point.
some health benefits due to its unique fatty acid profile and nutrient density.
See, so if you just, like, people are just on here like, that is a diseased animal, that can, and I'm like, wait, where are you getting this? And why don't you be like, if I was so confident that I'm just gonna post something on on the internet, like wouldn't you just Google it once? So I went to ChatGPT. Are Wagyu cows diseased animals? No, Wagyu cows are not diseased animals. That idea is a myth. Here's the truth: Wagyu is genetically unique, specifically bred for intense marbling. The marbling is a natural trait. Some people mistake the high fat content or the look of Wagyu beef as abnormal or unhealthy, but the fat in Wagyu, especially the oleic acid, is actually healthier than your typical saturated fats.
Right.
So it's like, I want people to do this. So I want you guys to go and post the comments in the comments of what you Googled as are Wagyu cows diseased animals.
These fats are known
write the
to
result.
help lower bad cholesterol, the LDL,
Yes.
and increase cholesterol, HDL, the good cholesterol, potentially reducing the risk of heart disease.
I just wish
We're talking about
red meat. I just wish people would just Google it, man, before you even like get so crazy about it. But it's just like I see that it looks abnormal and it has to be wrong, right? It's just so crazy. So please do that.
I love this so much.
So please Google that. Put it in the comments of our socials, of our YouTube, of the podcast. I want to see your results. And if anybody Googles it and it says that yes, it is a diseased animal, then I would love to see where they got that.
You gonna give them your phone number?
Yeah, I'll put my phone number in here. Yeah, exactly. So they're not. It is not unhealthy for the Wagyu cow to have that much fat inside its muscles because it's predisposed, just like Arlie from Bar Our Wagyu told us.
And it's the oleic acid that's in that intermuscular fat.
Yeah,
that's the good stuff.
It's the olive oil and salmon.
Yep, it's the good.
We're talking too much about fish here, man.
Right.
I don't like this.
Fish podcast.
Hey, let's read the good comment. I really like that because I mean, we got crazy people and we got cool people. This person, Dubs DUBS, commented. I love this. They said, "I would love to see restaurants start leaning into putting BMS scores on the menu. It provides a lot more insight into the marbling quality of the beef and helps you order. Sometimes you want a more steaky 5 instead of a 10 plus." I was like, that's dope. And that kind of goes back to one of our conversations of should we use the Japanese beef marbling scale, BMS. I mean,
we all want, you and I both want that.
I think we should. I would say yes.
We should have a world marbling scale.
Let's just do it.
Why not?
Let's take theirs.
Why not?
I know. Why don't we switch to the metric system? Somebody said that. I get it. But
I don't know how many meters you live away from here.
I think we should just use it. I think that would be so cool because then we could put on like our steak nights if it's purebred. You know, we could be like, yeah, this is BMS 6 or whatever. Yep. You know, whatever it is. And then oh hey, guess we have an A5 special. This is BMS 11 or 12. I think that would be so cool, and it would just give people that range of understanding, like what the marbling score is. You know, how marbled is this beef? Is it from 1 to 12?
Love it.
Yeah. So
I think that'd be rad, dude.
I think that would be pretty cool, man. So thank you, Dubs, for that awesome comment.
I like you, Dubs.
Yeah, man. That was pretty cool. So let's wrap it up here because we got to open this restaurant. They got to set up the patio. Oh man, we're running late here. You know, I was listening to Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce podcast. Yeah, man. So Travis Kelce is opening up his steakhouse, 1587 in Kansas City with Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes number 15, Travis Kelce number 87, 1587. Yeah, love it. I love it, dude. I love it.
Of course we love it. We love them, dude. Of course we do. We're definitely Seahawks fans here, but yeah, we love that shit.
Yeah, and I love the Kelce brothers, man. They're so much fun to listen to. So, you know, Jason Kelce was asking Travis, like, you know, is it going to be Wagyu? What is it going to be like? And then Jason Kelce kind of goes on to like, I don't know if I like Wagyu. It's a little bit too rich. And then Travis, of course, goes, oh, man.
Give me the Wagyu.
Give me the fucking Wagyu.
Give me the Wagyu.
It is fucking delicious.
Give me the Wagyu.
I've had it quite a few times, and I fucking love it. And I'm like, dude.
I'm sure he's had it quite a few times.
That's true, man. Like, you can tell, like, if you look at those two brothers, man, of course.
Yeah, one of them is a Wagyu, and one of them is a... overfed Angus.
Give me that Angus ribeye, yeah. Absolutely. Man.
Oh my god.
No, I thought that was awesome. I thought it was cool that, you know, they're talking about it. And even if you don't like it, they're still talking about it. You know, even like I love how Jason was like, I don't really like it. It's just a little too rich for me. Totally. I totally get it. But
you're allowed to have that opinion.
And he's probably talking about A5 too. So like
possibly.
That's what we want to get them on this podcast. We can talk about all the different levels and maybe we can get Jason to try a few different things.
Maybe they should just come here.
Just fly out.
Come on over.
Season hasn't started yet, guys. Jason's retired.
Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Got nothing but money and time.
Dude, then we can do a podcast with his wife as well.
Money and
She's
time.
fucking dope too. And you know, who knows? Maybe Taylor Swift can come along.
Tay-Tay?
We'll give her some Wagyu. I bet she's Wagyu beef.
Of course.
Do you think Taylor Swift eats Wagyu beef?
Absolutely, with a very nice glass of champagne.
Yeah, probably what do you think, like
Bro, there's not a better combo. I swear to God.
than Taylor Swift and Wagyu beef?
Well, yeah, but sorry, Travis. I'm trying to work my magic here, bro.
Wagyu and Taylor.
No, dude. A nice, perfectly seared piece of Wagyu beef and a delicious champagne. People are like, oh, like red wine and a steak. I'm like, not the super fatty beef. Super fatty beef and like pink bubbles.
Love
champagne.
Shit,
oh, it's so fucking good, dude.
When we had Chris Tangi, the master som, man, he brought all those nice white wines and champagnes too, and we tried it with A5.
With A5,
and we tried it with
so
some other Wagyu too.
Freaking good, dude.
Dude,
lovely.
Let's get him back on.
Lovely.
Let's get him back on. Have him sit right in the middle, drink some wine, and just talk about our topics.
We're gonna need more time.
Yeah, we had to split that one into two.
He deep dives.
I was looking down. I was like, "Oh fuck, bro, we're like hours
if
3."
I mean, if you're going to be one of the youngest master soms
in the world,
you got to know what you're talking about.
Have some knowledge,
dude. It's almost like watching like an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah,
it's like,
oh, dude, that was so interesting, man.
Bro, nuts.
Dude,
guy's got so much knowledge in his brain.
Oh, I love it, dude. We'll have him back. We'll have him back. All right, man. Let's sign it off. We got to help set up this patio because we're about to open here, and this thing's not set.
I'm getting the stink eye.
I know. We got to do it. So let's sign it off, man. Remember to like us, share us, have good Wagyu conversations with your friends. Share our socials so people can understand Wagyu a little bit more and not be so scared of it. And dude, we got some big stuff coming up soon. I don't want to.
Yeah, we do.
I don't want to tease it, but we got some big things, some big interviews coming up, guys. So stick around. Keep an eye out, and maybe we'll see you later.
Yeah, Bob.
Let's go.